going to show you the most simplest, most delicious recipe of how to make your own coconut milk. It involves 3 ingredients: water, desiccated coconut, and a touch of salt. And one thing with the desiccated coconut, you could buy, I always buy my desiccated coconut online, just in bulk, normally about kind of 500 grams to a kilo, but make sure it's unsweetened or hasn't had sugar added to it, because often, unfortunately, it does. So either look for unsweetened or just have a look at the ingredient declaration to make sure sugar isn't an added ingredient. So you need 100 grams of desiccated coconut with 250 milliliters of cold water. So I'll put the cold water in first. Then the desiccated coconut just goes into your blender. And then 250 mils of boiling water. This will make around 450 to 500 milliliters of actual coconut milk, but personally I always double the recipe and make about 1 litre so that it sees me through the week. And once you've made it, you can keep it in your fridge and it keeps for around kind of 3 to 5 days. So put it on high speed on your blender for around 3 to 5 minutes. Once it's finished blending, you'll get a really kind of smooth and creamy texture. Now you can just use it as it is. This is obviously just a really smooth coconut milk. I actually sieve it, just do one last process, and that just makes it really, really smooth and silky. So it's perfect to use within smoothies and bits like that. So you just need to get a bowl and use one of these nut milk cloths. Again, I just get mine online. They're really, really inexpensive, but they make it much easier. So get a nut milk bag, also called a jam cloth, fill it into a bowl, and then you just want to fill up your bowl like that. And depending on the temperature of your water, you might want to leave it for a couple of minutes just so that you can handle it. But this is absolutely fine. And then allow it to drain. And then really simply, you just want to squeeze out the nut milk and you'll be left with a little bit of desiccated coconut at the end. So this recipe is great for obviously a base for your smoothies. Normally I use about 200 milliliters of coconut milk and then add in, something like spinach or kale, and then maybe some blueberries and then some hemp protein or rice protein powder. So it's great for that, but also you can use it in your cups of tea. So you just use it where ordinarily you would use normal kind of cow's milk. Then pour it into a jug. And you can either keep it as it is, or if you've got a jug that's slightly smaller and there's a little bit less of a gap at the top, then it just keeps for a little bit longer because it doesn't oxidize and it's not as exposed to the oxygen. Or if you can get a seal-proof jug, then that's even better. But pop it in the fridge and that'll keep for around 5 or so days, and it will taste absolutely delicious. So you can also add a little bit of salt, and that will just give it just a subtle extra flavour, and you're good to go. So for more tips and tricks and more really easy recipes for you to experiment and join in at home with, head on over to jessapes.co.uk and sign up to my exclusive newsletter, which goes out every Tuesday and every Thursday with awesome recipes. And also share your comments below. I'd love to hear from you.